than we as a generation have managed to do so far. And this is a world and a future that will be there for you not just to survive, but to revive, to thrive, and to live with joy. It's also a future that has already started happening, and with a foundation that is very different from what we have seen over the last 2 decades and more. Social media has taken the world by storm, and I'm not sure how many of you are messing around with smartphones just as I speak, and I'm sure there must be quite a few. And it's changing everyday's rules. Society's rules are being changed by social media every day. Global powers are getting rearranged ever so quickly. Political frameworks that have stood us side by side over the last almost 100 years are no longer getting constrained by what I call as the crises, the democracies and the autocracies and all of. There are new models that are emerging. The isms of yesterday, the capitalism and communism, are getting replaced by more creative philosophies. Compassionate capitalism, good example. Yesterday's heroes of the Indian IT industry, to come a little closer home, are being forced to reinvent quickly, and I'm sure all of you have seen news of such change happening every day in the papers. Fossil fuel vehicles are beginning to be supplemented and perhaps eventually replaced not too far in the future by electric cars. And guess what? These cars are even driving themselves. With Aadhaar, India has executed quite remarkably what is perhaps the largest project of its kind ever in the history of mankind. Smartphones are now extensions of your hands. Well, that may not be for too long, as wearable technologies, mixed reality technologies like AR and VR, they are taking main stage today. This is a totally new world, and the future is already beginning to happen. It's a totally new world, and it's a brave new world. A future for you to bravely shape for yourself, and like I said, to thrive in and to succeed in ways that are very different than what our generation did. As you step into this future, I thought I will share 5 suggestions with you that I believe will stand you in good stead. And perhaps these 5 will be companion traits as you shape your future and you succeed in it. First, be curious, imaginative, and creative. Curiosity is an amazing trait. Being eternally curious is a trait that leads to constant wonderment of discovery, enriching your mind and heart, opening up new vistas of thinking, opening up new opportunities. It leads to richer imagination and offers scope for you to be creative, and therefore gets the choice of shaping your future in your hands. What you imagine today forms the basis of a future that you create for yourself. It's a founding principle, as you probably some of you know, of design thinking, and design thinking that is applied to yourself. You will be responsible for crafting and shaping your life. I'll give an example to illustrate this. Just a few days back, I was in Bangalore, at IIM Bangalore, in a conference which was really about women empowerment. I met a fine young woman, an entrepreneur. Her name is Vaishali Nyotia. She has built a company braving all odds as an entrepreneur, a company called Merxius, which is the most award-winning company in India in mixed reality, augmented reality and virtual reality. She has